A few moments now from the main event of this night, Terrence Crawford versus David Avanesyan. And here we go. Terrence Crawford has been away for 13 months now. We'll see how it looks here in the first round. David coming forward, trying to close the distance. And a good overhand right there from David. Backs up Crawford a little bit as Crawford slides back in the middle of the ring and starts working behind his jab again. So David is someone who has displayed power in the past. He has won his last 6 fights via knockout, one of them against British prospect, then undefeated Josh Kelly. Obviously though, Terrence Crawford is a whole new level, a different kind of animal. So if you're David, you definitely have to bring your A game here and not let this opportunity slide. As Crawford goes back in the corner, let's see what he does. Probing jabs, wild misses from David. And a good 1-2 combination there from Crawford. He's trying to find the timing here. Using his jab again, a good uppercut. So far, Crawford has been boxing comfortably here. Looks very fresh. Trying to keep David at bay. Continues to work behind the jab and smartly slips out of the corner right there. Goes back to the body. If you're David, you definitely have to turn this into a dogfight. It's going to be very difficult to beat Crawford in a chess match. He's one of the best. One of the smartest fighters out there. Good right hand from David. He needs more of that. Wild miss. And Crawford goes back to the body. So that's going to be what Crawford will be looking at. He's going to be looking at taking advantage of David's wild swings. Not a lot of power behind the punches of Crawford so far in this round, but you can tell that he's only doing that because he's trying to gauge and measure the distance. David continues to move forward here, lands a few punches there, and a good body shot. For David, you need to keep doing that. You need to keep backing up Crawford here in order to land some punches, as Crawford wisely goes back in the middle of the ring. Accidental headbutt right there. David continues to pressure. Goes to the body. Good left hook there by Crawford. Goes back in the jab. Now back in the corner. Let's see what he does. Flips a few punches there. So even though David has been the aggressor in this round, Crawford is still doing a good job in limiting his effectiveness. Crawford back again, working behind his jab, circling around the ring. He can basically do this all night long, but you can tell that he wants to be more aggressive. He'll definitely let his hands go eventually. A good series of punches there from Crawford. David tries to come back with a right hook of his own. And Crawford wisely uses the ring again to escape David. So for Crawford, you definitely want to make a statement in this fight. Flips out, goes back in the middle, and lands a right hand to the body. So far, it's been a competitive match. Both men has not done a lot of damage yet, but they are throwing some heavy punches right now in this round as David continues his attack. Good body shot here by David. And good uppercut right there. Terrence Crawford so far doesn't seem to be bothered at all though. He's comfortable in staying on the inside right now and lands a good combination right there. So both fighters actually increasing the tempo in this round. As Crawford begins to attack here and try to back up David. Back in the probing jab. Good 3-punch combination. Terrence Crawford is definitely mixing it up right now as David continues to miss, and good body work once again from Bud Crawford. As expected, this is turning into a war right now as both fighters going out of their shield as we end the round. You can see some slight frustration here from David as he continues to struggle trying to connect with his punches. Wild misses once again. And Crawford just taking advantage of his reach right now, landing at will. This is becoming a target practice so far as although Terrence Crawford is not putting a lot of power there, he's definitely touching David here as much as possible. Eventually, he will sneak in a power punch. Terrence Crawford back in the corner here, but he's throwing body shots still and slipping the punches of David. So Crawford seems to have figured out David here. This is a big round for him, a dominating round. David will of course continue to try to press the action, but Crawford is reading him very well tonight. Good uppercut there by Crawford. That uppercut has been landing all night long. He goes back to the body here and slips a punch. Another good right hand by Crawford. And for David's corner, you definitely have to make an urgent adjustment right away. David is known as a tough guy, but he's receiving a lot of punches right now, as you can see there. Crawford here staying in the pocket. This is normally David's game, but Crawford is landing those uppercuts at will. He was very comfortable here. He could easily use his reach and box from the outside, but you can tell that Terrence Crawford wants to make a statement right here. He wants to land those heavy punches on the inside and perhaps break down David at his own game. Those body punches by Crawford will definitely pay dividends later on in this fight. David has slowed down since the last round as he continues to miss here. A series of uppercuts there by Terrence Crawford. As he continues, he's actually the one who's backing up David now. And for David's corner, that should be a sign of concern. Crawford definitely taking it to David as David complains to a low blow. Fight continues. Crawford basically teeing off now. But for David, you definitely have to make adjustments as soon as possible. If this continues like this, it can either be two things. Terrence Crawford by a comfortable decision, or he knocks you out later on in the fight. Terrence Crawford creating space, and good right hook there, and David is down. Is he going to continue? I think David is out. The referee stops the fight right there. Terrence Crawford wins by a 6-round KO. What a knockout. A one-punch knockout by Terrence Crawford. Let's take a look at the replay here. Terrence Crawford probing, slipping a punch there, and lands a big right hook there that puts David to sleep. David is one of the toughest guys out there, and you can see here that clearly he's not on the level of Terrence Crawford. Terrence Crawford showing once again why he is one of the best in today's era, and hopefully in the near future we'll see him with the likes of Errol Spence.